Okay, so I'm going to go to show all again, and I'm going to zoom in here, turn on X-ray, and what I want to do again is to have, I want my fist, when I rotate this in, I want it to look a little bit more natural, right? So the best way to sort of do that is to offset the timing of these fingers. Now, before I do that, I'm going to actually grab both. I'm going to grab both hands. I'm going to hold Shift and grab both. Then I'm going to go to Select Hierarchy, hold Control, and deselect the wrist for each. Okay, and it looks like it's only going to work with one side at a time. So I'm going to go Select Hierarchy, deselect this one. And it's not appearing right now because it's actually grabbing the hand orient constraint as well. So if I did deselect that, it would all appear. So I'm going to try this again. Grab both, select hierarchy. Now I'm going to hold Control and deselect the hand on each. And we're not getting anything up here because the constraints are selected. So I'm going to hold Control, deselect that constraint, hold Control, deselect that constraint, and there we go. So first thing I want to, we didn't use translate, and let's clean it up a little bit by right-clicking and breaking the connections on the translation, and then we're going to have less keys to deal with. Alright, so now I'm going to grab I'm going to start with the pinky. I'm going to have the animation of the pinky go first, then I'm going to have the ring finger, the middle, then it's going to go sort of like that, look a little more natural. So with this selected, I'm going to go to Select Hierarchy. Now let's go into Windows, Animation Editors, Graph Editor. And this is why I wanted to delete the translations, so we have a lot less to look at in here. Basically, we have the relax, we have the spread, and we have the fist for each, and these are all three nodes. And what I want to do is select the fist for each of them. So I'm grabbing the fist, I'm going to hold Control. There's X, Y, and Z. That's for the pinky 01, that's the base. And we got the fist for the X, Y, Z for the second node here. We got one more, holding Control, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, now we could see the, I'm just going to press F on the keyboard, we can see the animation. This is the link, right? So this is the amount of time it takes for all three of those joints to reach the fist position. And what I want to do is actually speed this up. So I'm going to grab all the final nodes here, and it takes 10 frames to go the whole distance. So what I want to do is I grab them, I'm going to hold Shift, middle click, and drag to the left. And I'm going to make this happen in about 5 frames. And so what that means is that it's going to take half the amount of time as the other fingers to get a closed fist. I'll show you what I mean. If I grab this now and I go to fist and I start to dial it up, you see the finger goes in and tucks in there right away. It gets over with quick. Right? And so we're going to continue this offsetting with the other fingers as well. Okay, so I'm going to grab this finger next, select hierarchy. Same deal, I'm going to grab the fist, anything related to the fist basically. I don't want to grab everything because they're all, everything's sort of linked to other values. I'm just working on offsetting the one with the fist, so I'm going to tap A. I'm going to do the same thing, so I'm going to grab this, I'm going to hold Shift, middle mouse click, and drag to the left to about same as before. But now I'm actually going to, so it's going to take 5 frames to do the same thing. But I actually want to start the animation of this one a little bit later, so I'm actually going to take this and maybe bump the whole thing over maybe a couple frames. Let's see the timing on that before we commit to it. That's not too bad. Let's try 1 frame. Yeah, I think I like 1 frame over better, and then we can offset these a little bit more. Alright, so let's do the same thing with the middle finger. I'm going to go select, hierarchy. Grab that fist slider. Take this, I'm going to just drag it over to 5. And the other one went to 1, and I think I'm going to take this one to 3 or 4. 3 should be good. And let's just take a look at how staggered it is. Let's try 3 for a second. Yeah, let's go with 3 for now. Let's take a look at the index finger. I'm just going to take a look at the fist first. So, not too bad. Might be a little too much hang time. Yeah, that's better. So let's do the index now. Just going to take a note. So this one ends on frame 7 and starts on frame, looks like frame 2. Yeah, so I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go select hierarchy, grab all the ones with the fist. Yeah, it looks great. Okay, this one's at 2, so I'm going to do the next one at 3. So here's the index, select hierarchy, let's grab the fist. Looks great. I'm going to take these, move it all to 5, take everything, and let's try 3. I think that'll look nice, so let's take a look at it. Yeah, looking good. Nice, so the last one we have to do here is the thumb. So I'm just going to take all of these, select hierarchy, and make sure we're doing this to the fist. Okay, so I'm going to take all of these. You want to press F to see it all. I'm going to hold Shift and move this over to 5. I'm going to grab everything, just move these, move the whole thing over to 5, so it's got a 5 frame offset. The index was at 3. Let's just take a look at how it views. Not too bad. I might actually take the thumb and move it back to 4. Let's see how that looks first. Yeah, I like that better. So we're going to stick with 4 there. Let's give it a quick save. Alright, I'm just going to do the same to the other side now. There it is. So I'm just going to double check here. So I think it was, we went 1, and we went 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to double check this again. So graph editor. So yeah, pinky was at 1, and then we went to, pinky was at 0, then we went 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So that's pretty easy to remember. So let's take a look at the other hand. Pinky was fine at frame 0. Okay, so I'm going to grab this pinky. I'm going to go to select hierarchy, and I'm going to grab the fist slider in each of the joints. And I'm grabbing it from the top down, so it grabs the base first and working my way towards the tip, and that's totally fine. So I'm going to grab all of these, shift, middle click, and drag. You might have to hit W first to activate move, although it shouldn't be an issue. And there we go, so we've got that offset. Now I'm going to do the next one, so select hierarchy. Grab the fist slider for each. Take this to 5. I got to grab the whole thing, move it over 1 frame. Same thing for the next one, hierarchy. Grab the fist slider. Move it over to 5. And this one was on 2. Oh, you know what? Made a bit of mistake here. So yeah, we got the pinky. Yeah, the pinky is right. Then we got the ring finger. That's correct. Then we got the middle finger. Actually, yeah, that's looking pretty good. So the middle finger, I'm just going to move over 3 frames. Sorry about that. For some reason, I thought I was doing it in the wrong order. So there we go. And the next one here, I'm going to go select hierarchy, and same thing again. So I'm going to grab the fist. Looks good. Index. So we went to pinky, ring, index. Pinky, ring, middle finger, index. There we go. And the thumb is the last one here, so I'm going to go select hierarchy. And finally, fist. Grabbing all of these. This over to 5. And I'm going to grab all of these and move them over to 4. So just double checking. So that should be the same as the other side. Let's take a look. I'm going to grab both rigs, go to fist. There we go. That's pretty nice. And you can offset this more or less if you wanted to as well.